Meat is an amazing game. There is so much to do, the combat is so fun to play with, and the game looks absolutely amazing. One of the biggest issues with the game is the fact that we're level capped every week, sometimes even more than an entire week. And yeah, sure, you can go explore everything in the world, especially things like oddities, to get yourself more and more powerful forever, and not just in this particular level slots, as well as exploring to get better talents that do the same thing. But it really bothers me that it feels like the gear doesn't really matter, as it will get replaced every time you go to the next breakthrough. But that's actually not quite true, and that is because of the new system called Arsenal. In here you can actually use old gear that you used to play with to become more powerful, do more damage, and get a better mastery level, and also give you more health. So in this video we're gonna go through how this works, how you can upgrade your gear to make yourself more powerful, even the old one, and why this should incentivize you into playing the game even more. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live every morning, and let's get into it. So in order to do this, just go to develop, go to gear, and if you have unlocked this, if you've gotten to the level required for this, you can just see the thing right here, Arsenal. You're gonna click on it and you're gonna see a few things. First of all, you're gonna see the level of your arsenal on the gear that you have. In here it says level 41. This is usually one breakthrough before what you actually are. Right now I'm breakthrough level 51 to 55. Next week we'll get to level 56 to 60, I think, which means that all the gear that I'm using right now will be able to be placed in the arsenal to make me more powerful. You can see that the only thing that shows right now is from level 1 to 50. If it's 51, it no longer shows. So it is instantly worth it for me to level up my gear right now to be used during this week to be more powerful, and also be reused next week whenever I have to replace it. But how do you actually upgrade it? Well, you cannot upgrade it with an enhancement. As you're gonna see here, if I click on the gear details, you're gonna see that it doesn't let me enhance it. Why is this? It's because whenever you enhance, it must be the level of your character. But yeah, what you should absolutely be doing though is to go into gear details in your arsenal and press tuning, and you want to upgrade this to the maximum amount with all the things you will not use. If you're missing on gear that you might need to level all this up, to tune it to the maximum level, which you do want to get the maximum amount of mastery, you can of course do some wandering paths in lower levels. Just go for one level earlier than what you actually have done, and you should be fine. That being said, I would just focus on gearing up my gear right now, the one that you're using right now, and get to the maximum tuning level. That way you'll be ready for next week. That should be your priority. The content right now on this breakthrough is not really that hard. The other thing we have to consider is the path. Now, what is all of this? If you change, for example, you're gonna see that my mastery level will go down or up depending on the one that I'm going for. These paths correspond to each of the weapons. General is just a little bit of everything in case you don't really know what to pick. Belt Strike is melee DPS, so the swords and the spears. Stone Split is a tank weapons, like the heavy sword and the other spear. Seal Binding is the healing weapons like the fan and the umbrella, and Bamboo Cut are the melee weapon DPS that does sticking damage like the Inferno Blade and the Mortal Rope Dart. Let it be known that, for example, for the Silk Binding you have the work for healing, and they also do for the damage versions of these weapons. So depending on the weapons that you're actually using, you want to switch up between them to get the most amount of effect. You obviously want your weapons to be the same ones that you have in your main gear for them to scale perfectly. The rest doesn't really matter, the type of armor or whatever, you just want the maximum amount of mastery to make it the best. That being said, there is a cap, as you can see right here. So you can only get to a very particular maximum amount of mastery through this system. Now, why do you want more mastery than the cap? Well, whenever you get more mastery, you get more max HP as well. All the mastery that you end up going over, it benefits you in this way. So you do want, for example, in my case, to put this random ass longbow that I didn't have before. Wait, store. There you go. And not only did that give me a little more mastery, but also look at that. It gave me more total mastery on this side, which will give me more healing, more health, right? The same is gonna be applying to me going in here and tuning items that I didn't have tuned before. So we're gonna do this, and look at that. We're gonna get even more right now. Boom. And then it just keeps on going. Ideally, you want everything to be epic in here to get you the most amount of mastery, and then tune it to the maximum amount as well. For example, this longbow is not very good, right? It's tier 16. I really shouldn't have this, and I'm gonna go get another one so we don't have this issue. This is exactly why, while you're gearing up on every breakthrough, might as well start working with that already and start getting everything into epics. Just like you can see right here, I need to change my longbow, I need to change my ring, I need to change my bracer, my helm, my weapon sword, all of this before the next breakthrough, so the arsenal is instantly ready for the next time gate. And if you're confused on what to actually use, you can just switch paths to see which one gives you the most amount of mastery. As you can see, some of them will give me more than others. For me, I obviously want to go Stone Split or Belt Strike, as I'm hybriding two different weapons from two different paths, which is a choice. It's not the meta choice, but I like it this way, and apparently it's not even that bad. It's just not ideal. But there you go. That's the entire system. If anything changes, I'll make another video or put a comment in pinned so you guys can see it. But let me know if you have any questions about the system or anything at all, so I can answer it to you. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live every morning and ask me any questions you need. See you guys around. Love you all. Ciao, ciao. Oh, and go check my videos on Warren's Media. I have a lot of guides for this. Okay, bye.